Grace and peace to you all. This is Pastor Pimpong, and we are here in my driveway. Yesterday, I showed to you all uh, the torrential snow that we had. Actually, we had about between 13 to 14 inches snow deep. And this is the driveway. As you can see, I'll let my son show you around. That's what we have, and that's the walkway to the this. It was all filled with snow. We just shoveled them off this morning, and here we are, and we are doing this one, the driveway. We have to shovel from all. You see the cars are all buried in snow. They are all buried, so we have to clean all of that. And that's driveway. You see all those snow patches over there. We have to clean them all out, and that's what we are doing this morning. We have our shovels. There's my shovel here, and we've shoveled them all out to make way so that we can drive out and also can walk out safely through here. The beautiful thing about, excuse me to say here, is that this help you. It teaches you self-reliance, being able to do, because who else would you have to come and shovel for you but yourself? And it helps us exercise our limbs, our joints, our ligaments. And if you can see, if I take it, see, and then I throw it right into my garden. So you see, actually is now the garden. This place is going to lay dormant for the next 4 months or 5 months. In April, then by then the water have all seeped into the ground, and so there's a lot of, we have a lot of water there. When I plant the garden, you don't need that much water. It just helps the crops grow. So you have this portion and the other side where you have all this snow. Though it has kept us from going out, yet it is also brought to us blessing, a lot of water. And a lot of work to do shoveling. It's going to take us almost about an hour or two to shovel all of this. When we get to the road, we may try to shovel a little bit to the up there so that we can be able to drive through. You see the other car over there is buried also in snow. This snow, and we need to do this quickly before the temperature drops, because when the temperature drops and it freezes over, it becomes hard, very difficult to really shovel this. But today is very fluffy. You have, what do you call it? Is this smush? I'm trying to find a proper word to without this besides fluffy. It's very easy to really shovel. Push this one down and leave it, and water is really heavy. Really, really heavy, but it's a good exercise that we are doing today, and thankfully we wouldn't have to go and shovel the whole yard. That one is okay. It's a blessing. We love the ice, the snow being there. We only will shovel the concrete pathway to make it easy for us to drive to and fro, and also to walk safely without slipping and falling. Of course, we have to be watching. When you shovel, you leave patches of snow or ice on the ground, and when it freezes, that's when you have what we call the black ice. And black ice on the road is very dangerous. When you are driving on the road and you hit black ice, because you can't see it, before you realize your car, you've lost control over the wheels and it's going in one direction, and you better make sure you drive in that direction, because if you try to steer it by force, you're going to get in serious trouble. So you have the two things that you watch. When it rains a lot, you have the, what do you call it? I'll come back to it. If time to me, there's that one that happens when it's flooding. But then with ice, when it freezes, black ice is what you have to deal with.
Hydroplane.
Yeah, the hydroplane. My son is reminding me. When it floods and the water is flowing very, very furiously, you better know how to drive through it, because when you hydroplane, it's the same effect that you have when you hit a black ice. Your car begins to you lose control over the steering. So those of you who are out there driving, please watch it. Especially when the temperature drops. I mean, black ice. It's very, very dangerous. You don't want that. Especially, it happens. It's almost like a mirage, black ice. You know that you can't see before you realize. And I've experienced it once. That was in 2014. No, not 2014. It was 1980 when my mother died. 1994. I had just come back from Ghana, having gone to bury my mother. And 1994, February 16, that was the day, it's February 14, Valentine's Day actually. And that was when I was driving to go take the car to my wife at work. I had gone to drop Kwejo and Kwame at school. The same place that they sat, you know, when I was taking that car back to my wife on Phillips Avenue, I hit black ice and the car, I mean, just went right through the median. And there was a car coming from the other direction. What happened, it was almost a head-on collision. It hit, and my car just went over the embankment down. I hit my face to the steering. It was a serious one. The Lord was the one who delivered me. It could have been deadly. So I know what the experience of black ice, and also the experience of hydroplane. But the hydroplane also happened on the highway coming on I-40. It was raining so heavily. I was coming down. All of a sudden, I felt the car driving in one direction. By then, I've already learned my lesson, so I tried not to force it. But thankfully, the Lord delivered me. It could have also been very, very serious. So here we are this morning, and we are doing what we have to do. Clear the driveway, clear the parking lot, clear every place, and clear all the cars so we can at least drive out of this place. So this is the message that we want to convey to all of you, both of you here in the US and those of you in Africa. This is what we are contending with if you are in Ghana. It's not that easy. This is what we have to deal with when it snows. It's not easy. I hear that the temperature in Ghana now is 85 degrees. Can you imagine that the people are walking bare-chested? Well, here is very cold. I'm wearing about 5 layers of clothes now with gloves in my hand, and this to protect me from the cold. So that's what it is. It is not easy. If you have a relative abroad, it's not easy. So when they are working and sending money home, please thank God for them, especially those who are doing genuine work. I'm not talking about those who are doing fraudulent things. I'm talking about those who are working hard and sending. If they send $1, they appreciate it. If they send $2, they appreciate it because they have to be dealing with this kind of situation. Warantu, Waransa, I mean, self-reliance. You have to clear the snow and make way so you can go to work. In fact, at this time, there are some even who have to go to work. My son, Kofi, has to go to work tomorrow, drive through the ice. They don't care. The company doesn't care. Well, how you get there matters. If you don't go, they'll write you up. So you can imagine your relatives who are here, it has snow, and they are working. They have to drive through the snow, the ice, to go to work. And then when they come back and they take pen and paper and send you money, please thank God for the contributions that they send and pray for them. Okay? Thank God for the help that they send and pray for them. And for the churches also that receive funds here in the US from the members, when they are driving through ice and snow to go to work and then they come, they pay their tithes and offerings, appreciate them. Okay? Stop going overboard and asking them, sow seed, even after they have given. Trying to take everything from them. That is not good. That is not good. Okay? But this is Pastor Pimpong, and here we are again in Greensboro, and my son and I are shoveling the ice. Once again, let me demonstrate. Under. Warantu, Warantu, Waransa, Warantu, Waransa. Dig it yourself. Shovel it off. 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 Warantu, Waransa, Warantu, Waransa. Listen, grace and peace to you. You've heard it. Warantu, dig it yourself. Waransa, fetch it yourself. But I've made Waransa to sound like shovel it yourself, okay? So you shovel it yourself, throw it away. And that's what we do here, seasonally. When the summer comes to, we have to cut the yard. You see all that grass? I have to cut it. You have to cut it because you have to keep the place. You cut the whole yard. Almost every 2 weeks you have to cut and maintain the yard. You do it yourself. So you see what we have to contend with. And then when there's hurricane, the trees are falling. When there's tornado and all that, you have to have a chainsaw to cut the trees that are falling, make sure the place looks good. So it's a lot of hard work that we have to do here. We thank God for all of you. I trust that we've learned a few lessons. But again, my son is going to show you here around to see the work that we have to do whilst I engage myself in Warantu, Waransa, Warantu, Waransa, Warantu, Waransa. Get yourself, shovel it away. Get yourself, shovel it away. Warantu, Waransa, Warantu, Waransa. Grace and peace. God bless you. Bye-bye.